This is the Velociraptor Cupcake Wrapper. This is the finished mini cupcake size. Today we're going to be putting together the standard cupcake size. There's also a jumbo muffin size cupcake in the file. Before you cut all of your pieces for the whole batch, you should just make one and make sure that it fits on the cupcake size that you're using. There is some variation even with the 3 standard sizes. So you do want to just make sure it fits on your cupcakes, and you might need to adjust the sizing a tiny bit to make it fit whatever kind of cupcake you have. Alright, I'm going to set my mini one to the side, and I'm going to start with the pieces for the standard. You should have 2 bodies, 2 back legs, and 2 front arms. These pieces are the same. I'm going to go ahead and flip one over though so that they are basically mirror versions of each other. There are tiny notches right here by the neck, right there and right there. Might be able to get them close enough to see. You can see that tiny notch there and tiny notch there. And then same by the tail. There's a tiny notch at the top, a tiny notch at the bottom. And those are going to act as a guide for where you're going to fold. So we're going to fold this tail right at that line from notch to notch, and we're going to fold his head from notch to notch. Just like that. And then this section in between, we're just going to roll it around our finger like that. So it gets kind of curved. So you're not folding it, you're just rolling it. And you can already see that is half of the cupcake wrap right there. Now this other piece, we want to make sure we do it the opposite direction. So this head we're going to fold this way. The tail we're going to fold this way. And then again, that middle section you're going to curl. And then you can see we have 2 pieces that are mirrored. Now what we're going to do is we're going to glue them together by gluing the tails together and the heads together. So I'm going to use, I'm going to be using hot glue. So I just want to get enough here on his head. Make sure to get some right down there at the base of the neck, because that's what holds the cupcake wrap together. Just going to line them up. Make sure they're attached. On the inside it should look like that, where it's not separating right there at the seam. And let's see, I'm out of glue, so I'm going to add a little more. Okay, and then add glue to the tail, and then just match those tails up, just like we did with the heads. Where it gets small down there at the end. If you're using hot glue like me, you might get a lot of glue strings. Just clean those off. And now that we have the body of our Velociraptor together, now we're going to add his arms and legs. First we're going to do the legs. We want them to be not exactly in the center, but a little towards his tail, a little back this way. And I'm just going to do it by putting a dot of glue towards the top of this leg, kind of right there. And then I'm just going to line it up with the ground and push it onto the side of his body, just like that. And I'm going to turn him around. I'm going to do the other leg. Again, just a small dot of glue right at the top. Want to kind of make sure it's lined up on the same place on the body on this side. And just push it on, just like that. And now we're going to do these arms. You're going to take the arm like this. At the top, the back side of the arm, I'm going to give it just a tiny bit of a fold like that. And I'm going to put the glue on the end of his arm. And I just want to put it kind of right there at the front, so he looks like he's getting ready to grab something. He's kind of, you know, crouched in the crouched down position. That's kind of the look we're going for here. Then do the same with this one. Just turn it up, add a little glue to the end of the arm, and then put it right in that spot. And that's all you need to do. Now you have a Velociraptor cupcake wrap.